The crisis in the Ukraine has always been the frictions between the Western, especially German, influence in Eastern Europe and the Russian, as these two powerful historic influences ebb and flow, often violently. That friction is one of the reasons that the Ukrainians have had the most tragic history of any people in Europe, except the Jews. Stalin massacred 10% of their population in the 30s, and Hitler and Stalin between them murdered 20% of the survivors in the 40s. As the entire Ukraine was pulverized by the German and Soviet armies that crisscrossed it 5 times. The Russians occupied the Ukraine for 200 years. About the same time, the Germans and Russians and Austrians occupied Poland. In the one case, as in the other, the spirit of the nationality was unextinguishable. Despite the weakness of Western leaders, the absurd threats of red lines and so forth, Russia is not strong enough to subdue all of the Ukraine, and the most Putin can do is take in some of the Russian ethnic fringe. The Ukraine will become more homogeneous, will be heavily assisted by Germany, and will join the West. Enfeebled and indifferently led though most of the major Western countries are, we are still a magnet of freedom and prosperity in comparison with Putin's Russian thug state, brutalized by its government and milked by the regime's oligarchic friends. Of all the false starts of the Obama administration, and there have been many, few loom more absurd today than Joe Biden's promise to hit the reset button with Russia. Only Russia can do that.